Hey guys, welcome back to Economics and Comics. This is your top 10 new comics to buy today. That's right, today. July 17th. We'll talk about everything right now. Let's get to the video. Well, first of all, guys, welcome back. Sorry it's taken so late. Monday I was like, man, I got to get this video out. Tuesday I was like, man, I got to get this video out. Right now, 10 o'clock, I'm videoing. Video will probably be out at 11:30 p.m. I did what I could. Wednesday night is super late, but it is your top 10. There's a prize. Someone's going to win Superman 16, 1 in 25 from the comments from last week. If you want to win next week, make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. A quick update before we start, and this is going to be a really fast video, guys. First of all, thanks so much for still watching me. I know things are rough right now for me in my life, and I have no time because of my mom and a bunch of other things. But I wanted to say thanks for watching and stuff like that. In regard to people who buy from me, I have shipped out in the last 4 days about 300 orders. So I'm almost done processing everything. Everything else is waiting on books, either damage replacements or stuff that isn't out yet. And there's a lot of stuff that isn't out yet. I have orders with 10 or 11 books waiting on one book that's not out yet. So please be patient with me. Understand my situation. I'm on top of it. That's what she said. And yeah, I briefly went through some things for this week. We're going to talk about them real quick. Let's do that now. Alright guys, let's start with covers. We have Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt number 3, the Yoon cover. Batman Superman World's Finest number 29, the Barron's cover. Catwoman 67 cover B by Lynn and cover C by Villalobos. Gun Honey Collision Course number 2 cover G, the Lim foil finally came out. I'm just going to mention the Thanos Annual number 1 foil came out too. That's how far back, that's weeks ago that book came out. I'm still waiting on Scotty Young replacements, but I'll be able to fill the foils that finally have arrived. Helverine number 1, second print, 25 copy. High on Life number 2, the FOC cover. Invincible Iron Man number 20. Nightwing 116, the 1 in 25. Plastic Death and Dolls number 2, cover B. Red Coat number 4, cover B. I love that cover. I think there's a first appearance in there. Red Sonja number 12, cover B by Barron's. Scarlet Witch number 2 by Corinne Howell, the Deadpool cover. Spawn Rat City 4 came out. Spider-Woman number 9, the Deadpool cover. Something interesting happens at the end of that book. Superman 16, cover B by Zerdy. And cover D by Villalobos. Spectacular Spider-Man number 5, the Homage cover. Thundercats number 6, the Tao cover. And cover Y, the Oliver original. Usagi Yojimbo Crow number 4, cover B by David Nakayama. Van Helsing Hexed, cover D by Ivan Tao, that cover's sick. And Witcher Corvo Bianco number 3, cover C. Now, couple number ones. A book called Calaguera, Holmes, number 1. So, Ruben Nahara, I think that's how you're going to say it, Najeera, reached out to me and asked if I would shout out his book. So it's out right now. I believe it's from Blood Moon Comics. I haven't got a chance to read it yet. I think I remember him as a pro skateboarder. I'm not sure. Kind of used to be into that. I was into of course, I love Tony Hawk. I had a bunch of Tony Hawk boards and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's why I know that name or not. But if you're in the store and you see a book called Calaguera, pick it up for Ruben. He says he watches the channel. And I told him I'd do a shout out for him. Elric the Necromancer number 1. Powerpuff Girls number 1. And Rocketeer Breaks Free number 1. All right. Like I said, this top 10 is going to be quick. I want to tell you more about my mom, but I'm not going to. We'll wait. Okay, we'll wait a little bit longer. Lots of things are happening. But again, thanks for all your patience and your loyalty. And we will be back. We'll be back strong. I mean, we're still doing the 2 shows a week, but when we come back, I've decided to turn a switch on when I'm finally free of everything. And it's going to be pretty wild. I'm going to go pretty crazy. Let's start with number 10, Immortal Thor Annual number 1. I feel like there's a bunch of appearances in this book, but I'm not really sure. Number 9 is Dark Knights of Steel All Winter number 1. This is definitely a different book. It's mostly black and white, and then at the end it's in color. Different type of stories. Number 8 is X-Men Blood Hunt Laura Kinney, the Wolverine number 1 regular cover. And I really like the Momo cover. I mean, the Barons cover is awesome, but her and Gabby fight vampires. It's kind of interesting. It's cool. Number 7 is Ultimate X-Men number 5, the 25 copy Inyuk Lee variant. It says the New Mutants face their first enemy. Now, I briefly went through it. I can't tell if the first enemy is this kid or if it's this dark figure. Anyway, the book's weird. Number 6 is Daredevil Woman Without Fear number 1, the 25 copy, which is sick. Punisher, the new Punisher, makes an appearance at the end of this. Number 5 is Phoenix number 1, the 100 copy Aka. Speaking of Aka, the Ahsoka covers were all damaged. They sent, I already knew that. I'm getting replacements, but they said they were going to be sending out all new replacements, so be patient. The one I did get some that came back that were good, but there was still some damage, so I requested more. The 50 copy Rose Besh cover and the Casada foil is actually pretty dope. So Paracus is in this story. He's pretty cool, man. It's not a first appearance, but this could be a good long term. Number 4 is Witchblade number 1. Here's the 10 copy, the 50 copy, and the 100 copy. This was pretty cool. That was a pretty good read. It's kind of exciting that it's back. So pick one up if you haven't. Number 3 is Annihilation 2099 number 3. Here's the frame cover and the 25 copy. A new Red Hulk 2099. It's interesting how he becomes the Hulk. It has to do with Ego, the living planet. It was an interesting read. Right now, Red Hulk's super hot. You guys, I've been sitting on Red Hulk 1 and 2s, or Hulk. But first cover appearance of number 1, and number 2 has all the first full appearances. I have signed ones, and I'm such a hoarder. I could make so much money right now. Oops. I can make so much money right now, and I'm hoarding. Anyway, okay. If number 1 was about Reed, this book would be number 1. But I'm putting it at number 2. Namor, number 1. That was a dope read. This book has potential. I'm not a huge fan, He's a fish man, but this book was sick. So I might pick up number 2 or whatever comes next. I would pick one up, guys, if I was you. And number 1, I put Incredible Hulk 14. First of all, you have the Del Auto variant, and you have the Weapon Extraction variant. Now, I'm giving this number 1 for 2 different reasons. Number 1, it's the first part of Weapon Extraction with Deadpool and Wolverine. Inside the book. It's like 4 pages. I think part 2 is in Captain America. Number 2, the story. Bruce is dead again in the Hulkverse or whatever. I forgot to call it. The art in this book is dope. And the story's trippy. So I really liked it. So it's kind of a double whammy for me. Number 15 is going to be good. So that was my top 10 this week. I'm going to do the giveaway right here. All you guys had to do was subscribe and comment and like. I'm doing the best I can. I'm sorry this video is so late, but it's here. The winner is Gary Woods. Gary, give me a message at economicsandcomics.com, my store. With your name and address, I'll ship this to you. You guys, the previous video will be ready, as always, for FOC this Friday at noon Pacific. And there's a contest in there. If you pre-order books from me, you could win pretty big. So that's what she said. Thank you guys so much for watching and liking. I love you guys. And stay super sick. All right? Later.